If you've ever wanted to reset your WordPress website but didn't know how to start, this video is going to be the perfect option. We're going to break it down to 3 simple steps, and best of all, we're going to be using a totally free plugin to do all of the hard work. So let's take a look at the first step, the plugin that we're going to use. So we're going to be using WP Reset. Like I said, we're going to only be using the free version. So all you need to do to get started is log into your WordPress dashboard. From there, simply come into the plugin section, come down to add new plugin, search plugins and search for WP Reset, then simply install and activate. I've already done that to save time. So once we've installed and activated it, if we come to the tools menu, you'll see we have a new option called WP Reset. Let's open this up, and then this will break the tool down into various different sections. There's reset, tools, snapshots, and so on. You'll also notice under the reset section, it'll give us an overview of exactly what will happen with the 3 different types of reset that are available. The options, the site, and the nuclear reset. And then underneath, it'll show you what is or isn't deleted and kept based upon whichever one you choose. I'd recommend taking a few minutes to go through this. What we're going to do is we're going to scroll down, and you can see we've got the options reset, which is a pro tool. What we want, though, is the site reset. If you want the other options, unfortunately, you are going to have to pay for the pro version of the plugin. But like I say, stick around at the end because I'm going to show you how you can save some money on that if you decide to go down that route. But for what we want, we can use the site reset option. Before we do, though, let's take a quick look at what our site looks like now, just to make sure what we're starting off with, and then we'll see what we end up with. So right now, we've got a full e-commerce site using WooCommerce, WordPress. There's tons of images inside here, all custom pages, product section. We're using the Blocksy theme. You can see it's a fully featured website. We may have been testing things out, whatever reason you want to reset it, but you can see there's a full site here. Let's just jump back into WP Reset, and before we reset the site, let's do one important thing just in case we want to go back to the site as it is right now. If we scroll to the top, what we can do from here is we can come into the snapshots option. If we open this up, you can see we have the option to create a snapshot. Alternatively, if you come back into Reset and scroll down to the option to Site Reset, we can also create a snapshot here. And if you wonder what a snapshot is, it takes a snapshot of your site exactly as it is right now. The database information, the plugins that are installed and activated, the theme, the data, all those kinds of things. So for peace of mind, I would always recommend you create a snapshot before you reset your site, just in case. So let's move on to step 2, creating a snapshot. For this, we'll use the create snapshot option here. We'll choose it, we'll give it a name. I'll also put the date inside there just in case we create multiple snapshots for whatever reason. I'm going to say create snapshot. That will now take a few moments depending upon the size of your website, and it'll create a snapshot of your site exactly as it is right now. And there we go. It's done. Didn't take long at all. So we now have a snapshot. If we scroll back up and we go into the snapshot section, you can see any snapshots we've created will be listed here, and we can do things like reset them and so on. We'll come back to that a little later. Let's go into reset, and this time let's choose to reactivate the WP Reset plugin, but we don't want to reactivate the theme, and we're not going to reactivate the plugins. This will reset everything, but it won't delete those plugins. This is a pretty cool way of working. You can delete them afterwards if you want to. Before we move on, let's take a moment to have a message from today's video sponsor, Omnisend. Now, if you're looking for solid email marketing platform for your e-commerce store, look no further than Omnisend. Getting started is an absolute breeze. They offer some of the most affordable pricing on the market, and you can start with their free plan and experience premium features without spending a penny. It's the best quality to cost ratio you'll find anywhere. If you need help, rest assured, with Omnisend's award-winning customer support, you're always a priority. It's available 24/7, 365 days a year, and you'll get a response in less than 3 minutes, making you feel valued and important. Now, don't just take my word for it. Omnisend is a top-rated platform. With unbeatable pricing, powerful features, and exceptional support, the reviews speak for themselves. If you're ready to elevate your email marketing game, Omnisend is here to help. You could try Omnisend today and discover why they're the best choice for your e-commerce business. With unbeatable pricing, powerful features, and exceptional support. Link in the description down below. So now we've created the snapshot, let's move on to stage 3, which is actually resetting the site. So we're going to come to the site reset. We have 3 options here. We can choose to reactivate the current theme, reactivate the WP Reset plugin, or reactivate all currently active plugins. This is up to you. What I would generally do here is we're going to reset everything. The plugins will be deactivated, the theme will be deactivated as well, and we'll have a kind of clean vanilla copy of WordPress. You can then delete those plugins if you want to. However, you can reactivate them as well. So let's leave those unchecked. We'll leave the reactivate WP Reset plugin in, and we'll type in reset just so we don't accidentally reset the site, and we'll click the reset button. This is now saying, are you sure you want to do this? Now, bear in mind, we've already got a snapshot, so if anything goes wrong, we can go back to that snapshot. So we'll say, yes, I want to reset WordPress. Then it's going to go and start the reset in progress. So once that's completed, those plugins will be disabled, the theme will be disabled, we put everything back to a clean, fresh copy of WordPress with those plugins and themes still available, but just not active. So there we go. Now everything has been reset. You can see all the options on the left-hand side are back to a standard plain old vanilla copy of WordPress. If we come into appearance and themes, you'll see the Blocksy is still available, but we've gone back to the default 2024 theme in this example. Come into our plugins, all the plugins are still there, but all deactivated. If we come into the media, you see all our media is gone. And if we open up our website, you see we now have a standard or copy of WordPress with the standard theme and the standard content like hello world and so on. So we've reset everything. So that's everything for resetting your website. However, let's just say you create the snapshot, you reset everything, and you just thought, now I do need to go back and get the site back to where it was. Let's take a look at how we can restore one of the snapshots. To do that, all we need to do is come back into Tools, into WP Reset, go to our Snapshots option, and from there, there's our snapshot we just created. Click the Actions option, and we'll say Restore the snapshot. Say, yep, we want to restore it. That will put it back to exactly the way it was prior to our reset. And there you go. That's done everything. What it'll also do is it will now log you back out so it can kind of reset everything it needs to put everything back the way it was. And all we need to do is log back into our website, and all those options, plugins, theme, settings, content, everything are all back in place. And there we go. If we log back into our website, you can see Blocksy is back active, WooCommerce is active, products, payments, all those options are back enabled. If we go back and take a look at our site, you can see we've got our site back up and running with everything still in place. So our products, everything are all back exactly as they were prior to the reset. So you can use this to reset it. And if for any reason you want to restore it, you can do it all inside the WP Reset plugin for zero cost whatsoever. But what if you want to go further and you want to open up those pro options? How can you go about it? Well, you could go and buy the plugin at full price on the WP Reset website. However, at the time of releasing this video, and for quite some time, they've had an offer over on AppSumo where you can save yourself a bunch of cash and you can use a lifetime deal option there as well. So all you need to do is follow the link in the description down below. That'll take you over to AppSumo. It is an affiliate link, but it's up to you whether you want to use it or just go and buy it yourself. Entirely up to you. But you can see it starts at $49, and if we go and take a look at the plan details, you can see $49 gives you 5 site licenses and 5 WPR cloud site licenses with white labeling as well. And you can stack these right the way up to tier 3, which will give you 30 licenses for the WPR cloud, but unlimited website licenses. So it's up to you how you want to use this if you decide you want to go for the pro version. But if all you want to do is reset your website, you've seen how easy it is, hasn't cost you a single penny, and you can create the snapshots to pull a backup should you need it at any point in time. And that's how you can reset your WordPress websites. If you want to know more, all links are in the description. My name is Paul C. This is WPTuts. Until next time, take care.